Hello, hello. How are y'all doing? Welcome on in. How are y'all? It's a weird day. It's Sunday. Landon, can you hear me? Are you here?
Hi.
Wonderful. Hey y'all, this is Ziggurat Interactive Twitch. I'm Cole. I do social and community here for Ziggurat Interactive. I'm joined by the Landon Rivers today. We're gonna hang out, play some Enclave HD, hang out with y'all. Yeah, I'm excited. This is a really great way to spend part of my weekend. I'm not even gonna lie. Get to hang out with my bud Marcus. It's great. How are you, Landon?
Doing great. Yeah. I'm just happy the way things that have developed. I'm happy about tons of things that have happened for Enclave recently, and to see the attention that it's been getting, and it's caused an awesome resurgence and revival for interest in the game. It's really striking people with nostalgia, and yeah, it's just great to see it getting the attention that it is, and I can't wait to see what happens next with it. But yeah, well, we've got Enclave HD now, and I'm really happy that you guys brought me in to take a look at it and just say, Landon, how is this supposed to be working, and how do we make it be in a state that people remember it? And so yeah, it's just been such an amazing experience, and I appreciate you guys so much for wanting to give this the attention that it deserves.
Absolutely. This was one of the projects that was well underway when I joined, and I remember joining the Ziggurat team, and the producer Alex he was telling me about it. He did like a little debrief on some of our projects, and I remember him being like, yeah, he's like, I chat with Landon Rivers online, because like as we try to triage and like update this like source code, or the code that we do have, he's like I want to be conscious about not breaking the fun breaks that are already there, and like eliminating the speedrun glitches and stuff, but like making the game run better, and improving things without ruining your speed runs. And I was just like, that's a wild perspective, but that's amazing. He was like, like if we could resolve certain things without damaging the tomfoolery that can occur with what's originally happening, I was just like, this is gaming.
You might want to check my volume. People in the chat are saying that I'm too quiet. Oh, no,
I boosted you.
You fixed it? You got it? Okay,
I got
cool,
you, bud.
great.
All
Got
day,
me.
every day. Hey there, Silver.
Excellent.
So, Landon, there's a dragon over your head. I don't want to alarm you.
For the kith.
Yep. Very casual. My
Okay.
brain still calls
ain't
it
trying to steal
Parthenax, but
them.
I'm pretty sure it's just my brain calling every dragon Parthenax now.
Uh-huh.
I'm not proud of
Okay.
that, but
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
yeah, I don't want to
meet.
no disrespect to any other dragons.
Just saying, you could make yourself into a target. But me
Absolutely.
and Furlikith are pretty tight. I'm just, not stealing their book, so
There you go.
they're not coming after me. It's all good, fun stuff. Cool.
So Landon, what do you show us your enclave? What do you
So
got going
wanna
over
see
there?
my enclaves?
Yeah.
Hey, come check out my enclave. So I got the whole collection that I've been putting together for so long, and because of course, like I started out as just a person who loves the game, and then I realized that this is actually a really fun game to speedrun, and I'm trying to generate interest in it, and so I made a big video series on speedrunning, and then as that developed, I'm like, wow, there's actually not a lot of people that want to speedrun the game. I should probably, gather interest some other way. And so I found myself just diving more and more into the game, like with the tools that were used to make it, using a tool called Ogear to make levels and edit things, but then also just kind of taking a look at the distribution of it and the history of what went into Enclave. And so I took to some curation. I took to looking at eBay along with other people in the Enclave community, and finding all these different versions of Enclave and posters and all that. that were released at one time, and so I'll bring some over here to show you some special ones.
This is wild.
Yeah. So
Tell
here's
us.
one of the. Ooh, let's see. Ooh, here's one of the posters, which is pretty awesome. It's got a halfling fighting an orc right there, and that was apparently a pretty rare magazine capture or something like that. But
Cool.
I've got.
Is that a sealed box?
I've got them all frames, but this what I have here, this is part of a release by Atari, who was distributing Enclave in the or mid to late 2000s across Europe, and they did a release that I believe went to, I think this went to Taiwan. Yeah, this definitely went to Taiwan, and so they have it translated here, but the game is not in Chinese at all. It's just the cover is what we were discovering. And so this is a sealed version of Chinese box Enclave, and the way that they actually translated it, this is actually saying like the conquerors of light. Yeah,
Sure.
Guangming, yeah. So it's not exactly the translation for Enclave, but yeah, I've got almost every version, but the one I'm looking for,
the equivalent of the Holy Grail of Enclave for you? That's not in your. Maybe it is in your collection. Maybe.
Well, okay, so this is what happens: is that for the people in Europe, the Holy Grail or the Holy Grail, Holy Grail is this guy right here. And finding stuff like sealed versions of this. This is the North American version by Black Label. And it's just, with tariffs and taxes and stuff, it's just really hard to import. For me, there are things like this case right here, but it has like a 3D logo on it, and it's one that is in German. And I can't get it because of export laws in Germany, and so if there's anybody in Germany who could buy me the 3D version of this sealed, and then
it's a call to action.
You know, come to America.
It sounds like you need a vacation, Landon.
I need a vacation to Germany.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. But then mailing, like, you have to have a legal name on the mailing address. It just gets so weird. But that's aside the point. That's my journeys in buying things for Enclave. But it's just turned into a huge museum here, and that I'm really proud to be able to preserve the name of it. And so I've got lots of sealed copies, and I'm taking good care of it. And coming soon, maybe in the next couple months, we're gonna have the limited run physical copies that are all shipping over, and I can't wait to add those to the collection.
Oh yeah, that'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
It's been cool.
Good
to see behind the curtain on that one. So, Landon, what was it like becoming a fan of Enclave as a player, and then getting bamboozled into kind of helping us? You worked on the game basically.
Yeah.
What's that like? What's that like?
It's something I didn't know that I needed, but it just kind of happened. It was just a case of, really what happened is when I was speedrunning Enclave, and it wasn't getting the too many people watching it, like probably upwards of only 100 people seeing the videos and stuff, but it was a big deal for us. And so I was just like, who might really appreciate this? I know who would appreciate this. Probably the people who worked on it. So I just, looked at the credits. I found Jens Andersen, who is one of the programmers, found him on Twitter. I said, hey, you worked on Enclave, right? We can beat your game in 20 minutes. You want to see? And he's like, oh my gosh. Yeah. That started the whole conversation. That Christmas time, we had a big stream, me talking to the two of the original devs in Sweden, and I wanted to make sure, like, that was awesome. It was a spectacle, and we did that for 3 hours, and we were all totally into it, and just talking about what went into the development of it, and how they were all living in like this big apartment complex together, putting the games together, and how they were just like working with some of the original technology behind mocap, and how that was based on microwaves. And so the funny story was is that whenever they used the microwave in the kitchen, the room over, when they were microwaving their pizzas, it was messing with the data for the mocap for their animations. And so they would just be like walking around, and then the character would go blah, blah, because and they'd be like, oh great, somebody's making pizza.
That's incredible. That's a great story.
Lots of stories like that. That's
awesome.
Yeah. It's been quite a journey, and then you guys kind of to a degree on that stream had a few giveaways for Enclave HD for when it did come out. And so that's how the conversation with us started, and I was just like, hey, you guys want some help? And you're like, sure. And they're like, okay.
Yeah.
And that's the rest is history.
I can only imagine what it's like to be, so involved in the world of Enclave and Celenheim as like a fan and a player and a speedrunner and a historian, which is what I like to call you. But then to kind of get swept up into the development, I've always loved video games, and so I've just been like, I guess I'll figure out how to do it at home. I don't know, but like to be just like kind of swooped up into your favorite game is like that. It's like a video game fairy tale. Is that a thing?
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's mind blowing. It's awesome. And what's cool about it is that this isn't the only project that I'm involved in that seriously involved reverse engineering the game in order to kind of build it up again. So I'm kind of used to it, but also just for my day job, I had done some like QA work, and so I'm familiar with what goes into sending over reports, like formal reports of what's working and what's not. And so to be able to do it in the context of this game, and to I don't know, offer the kind of expertise to say that no, the game is not supposed to be doing this. Please change this before it gets released.
Please make better.
Yeah. That set things up.
Yeah.
And it also really helped me learn more things about the game as well. Some of which we'll be showing off a little bit later. Just new tricks that I've learned, which I thought were bugs that should have been removed, but as it turns out, they were in the game the entire time. So we're kind of on the edge of, should we actually get rid of this, or is it okay to keep?
It was cool that one day I was like, oh, check Discord, and then you're like, check this out, and you're like, this thing has been here since the original Xbox, and then you sent me multiple videos, and I was like, how did we not know?
Yeah,
like this is so cool.
Yeah, it's kind of a cheat, but
I won't tell.
It's fine.
No one here. No one's telling, so it's just between all of us. Yeah.
No, don't tell anybody, guys.
Well, Landon, do you want to razzle dazzle us?
You want to jump right into it?
I mean, we can keep talking, but could you do both?
I could.
I'm not trying to peer pressure you, but you're talking about playing.
We're talking about playing. Hey, why don't you switch that view over and we'll take a look. Look at the.
All right.
You hearing the game audio?
Yeah. I'm gonna bump down the game audio just a schmackin' in case anyone yells at me. Don't mind me. Just bumping it down a little bit so we can hear Landon's beautiful voice. Y'all holler at me if it's a nightmare. But you are good to go, my friend.
We're good to go?
Yeah.
Well, I could use a little bit of encouragement if there was a certain guy that
just like a certain guy?
Join the stream.
Just like a little fella?
Just kind of a little fella. If he could cheer me on.
Or maybe he's over here now. Please no hollering, I only just woke up. All right, we got Marcus here to root you on.
Yes.
I'm here. We got everyone. Silver just said, Cole, what did you do? There he is, the man, the legend. We got Marcus here.
You do. Landon captured lots of green screen footage of characters doing silly things in Enclave.
Yep.
And Landon passed one over to Cole. So
I think
that's what happened.
There is us and Marcus. Marcus is all of us. Okay, real talk. I think Marcus will be with me on every stream for perpetuity. Doesn't matter what it is.
I've got that too. Yeah. I've got my own memes, and so I completely understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But okay. Well, what I thought would be appropriate is, since this might be the first time people might be seeing Enclave HD, is just kind of taking a look at some of the new things. So, I mean, let's just open up the options to take a look at where we're at. And some of this is subject to change. We might have more things coming in. But starting with the controller, since we're back to using controllers for modern console releases, you have the aim sensitivity, which has never been included. And so you can adjust that to enhance your experience. If you're playing as an archer, you might want to have it kind of low to have better control over firing things. Sound, of course, one of the big things that was mentioned was the new soundtrack. And so what people might not know is that you can still switch things around. So we see we have 3 modes where it just has original, where all the levels and all the cutscenes will be playing the original music as you remember it. We have the mode to swap in the new soundtrack, which was composed, and that will be playing instead for all the levels and for the cutscenes. And we have mixed, which will have some of the levels playing new stuff, some of the levels playing old stuff. That's actually something that I'm wanting to offer my input and see if we can refine that a little bit better. But yeah, the rest is all as you remember it in terms of options. There have been some gameplay enhancements as well for balancing and allowing you to enjoy characters that were not to their full potential. For the biggest instance of this would be on the light side, the druid character and the wizard character. Well, in the past, up to now, they were not doing the damage they're supposed to be doing. They were doing minimal damage the entire time, which is why they weren't too fun. What happens is you put on better armor and then their damage increases. And now finally for the druid, also the lich, and the wizard, it now scales appropriately. So as you're going further in the game and you're getting better armor, you're doing more damage, and so now you're feeling like you're worth it more.
You love to see it.
Yeah. So that's awesome. Another thing that I'll mention as I'm going through, and I do have a little timer up here if we really want to do that, but I don't know, I might pause it here or there to show off some cool things.
Yeah, I think that's fun. Why not?
Yeah. So
this is a relaxed, timed event, right?
Yeah. One of the first things that Ziggurat actually kind of asked me about is like, hey Landon, is there anything that you're doing in the speedruns that we should be keeping and not trying to remove as bugs? And I'm like, I got a list of things that you might want to, just let it be. So that's another thing that I appreciate about Ziggurat is that they're keeping the experience as you remember it, but then also like talking, like actually interfacing with the communities and seeing what's important to them and preserving that. So that's awesome. Love it. Okay, let's get started. New game. We're playing on the Switch, by the way. Things are still being changed around. There's lots of cards still on the dev board that we are aware of. So if you run into any bugs that you might see here, it's more than likely we've got them already cataloged and they're being worked on. Let's see, what am I going to name myself?
Landon and I were talking earlier. We are aware that some people are unable to launch Enclave on their Switch. We know. We see you. We're working on it. We have a bug board. I'm gonna do exclamation bug. This isn't a sexy thing. Nope, it didn't work. I'll grab the link. But if you are having issues...
Scripted within an ancient tone, which...
Can someone please fetch me my logbook?
We do have this form. If you're having some issues.
Oh, it just goes to Asana? Okay, cool.
Yeah, it
Straight
does.
to Asana.
It creates cards immediately for us.
Excellent.
Yes.
I like it.
But we're working on it. We want Enclave working for everybody.
We're working on it.
So,
I'm taking a look at
they
streamers
imprison
or
their
chat
own too,
myself.
I see.
I love to see people from the community joining in right now.
Oh, yeah.
Sound of your death. The rolling thunder.
But
Yeah,
okay.
I lurk in the Enclave Discord.
Oh, you are actually seeing what we chat about there?
Yeah, I'm a.
Okay, sorry in advance then. Or
I am a perpetual Discord lurker. But yes, I'm in the Enclave and Blood Rain ones, and I'll occasionally like heart or like do emote responses to things, but it's just me.
Gotcha.
The first time
Also,
I
it's
played
been a long-
Enclave. Oh, sorry, Landon.
I was just gonna say, preface this thing, it's actually been a while since I've done an any percent run in this. I've just been doing 100% runs through the game and kind of casually, so I am
all
not.
good.
Yeah, 30 seconds.
I'm
that's really
gonna
bad.
very casually say that you will be 4,000 times faster than me.
See, false crouch still works. Made sure they didn't take that one out. Okay. Actually, going up the ladder there is a lot easier on. Oh shoot! Come on. A lot easier on a controller.
You
Okay,
move
and
so
then we turn
quickly.
around right here. Visible wall. Come on. Oh no, I was supposed to go. It's here, right beyond this part right here. And now you go back, and now the wall comes. Yeah, right?
Ah.
It's all there's a lot of like trigger areas that you just all you have to do is just pass them, and then you're good to go. Oh man, this is bad. Whatever.
Yeah, end of level boss. It is a really interesting bug in how the Switch is kind of dealing with those video menus, because it works on all the Switches in my household as well. But I don't know. But that's why we have the dev team, and they're on it. So we'll make sure it launches appropriately for everyone. It's so wild to see you move through it, and like obviously it's the experience in time, but I always get like every time the walls crumble apart and the pieces land and stay within the environment, it always catches me off guard, and I like stare at it because so many games those textures and artifacts will like disappear over time.
Oh, that's right.
And I love that they just become environmental hazards.
You see that? I just had to walk right into the gate and I don't take any damage. That's in the game too, just like you remember. Okay. So far, so good.
Smack those fellas.
It's been a while. I tell you, it's been a while. Here we go. Jump across here because that actually prevents an orc up here from spawning. Yes!
Oh!
Yes!
I'm learning. Are y'all taking notes? I'm taking
You
notes.
gotta take lots of notes. You head up here, and then you spam, and then you see that right there, which is a bug, which we know about. Okay, and
Look
then
at this ding dong.
oh, this guy, cool. Here's the thing. Here's the thing right here. This has been in the game since the Xbox original. You just gotta move the stick in a circle, and then you float gently to the ground. You take no damage at all. You don't have to worry about jumping from high heights at all anymore. Or ever. You never did. You just gotta move. You gotta move in a circle, even on a keyboard. You just do WASD, WASD,
Yeah.
WASD.
That's wild. I wish that would work. I play some battle royale games, and some have fall damage, some don't, and sometimes I forget which one's what because I get overly confident. Maybe I could just twirl my WASD.
When people are going through, they want to kill all these guys, but you only have to kill 4 of these guys, and now the level's gonna end.
Oh.
See, they're beating me up. It's still, yeah, that's it. Don't have to worry about that at all. Yeah, take notes, Cole, because you're going to be doing this too. I'm going to
Yes,
be
I'm
coaching
going
you
to.
through
I'm
this.
going to try my best, and I'll have the timer running. Eh.
Yeah. I'm just taking it kind of lax right now. Oh, one thing that we do want to add in that is kind of missing is you can't do left and right on the D-pad to select things. Wait a second. What was the loadout supposed to be? I'll get that. I think I'll get that. And I think that's all that I need. Whatever. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. We'll always make it work. Awesome
I
to
have
watch an
a-
expert play this remastered classic. Thanks for this stream. Wish I could stick around longer.
Halt player, there will be an archive. And it'll be archived on our YouTube as well.
Ah, hello there.
I think that's my
So
brother.
you are the help I sent.
I really
Excellent.
appreciate him being here.
I'm Marcus, the merchant.
Marcus!
The raiders have plundered
This is
my
Marcus. He's
caravan,
cheering
so I
for
need your
himself.
help to
guys.
find my
He's
account.
a great guy.
We also
I
need
love
to get through the
Marcus.
town gate.
He's the
You'll
best.
have to find a key. Hurry. We don't have much time.
So this is the thing with grenade arrows. Just shoot at the ground. Do yourself a favor and just shoot at the ground. Also, that
you
blacksmith,
make sure
you don't
it's
need to
safe
touch him at
first?
all. He's too
I'll
busy
wait here.
blacksmithing, so don't bother him.
Workers
Just let
gotta
him.
work.
Yeah, he's just vibing. Okay, I don't care about this guy too much. Yeah, when you're going too quick. Oh my gosh. Whatever. Just shoot at the ground. Just shoot at the ground.
So,
Also, you might hear that this is the new sound, or the new music for this level.
do you have
The economy of Celenheim
advice?
depends on this
So
book.
when I play
I've
Enclave,
never
or any
lost
game,
unless
I'm
it was
like,
for my
I
sloppy
start
and
off
useless
with
brother
the knight, and I'm
Lars.
just like, cool, this is me.
Now, help me to the other side of the village.
And I'm very opposed to switching characters. And I know that's a problem. That's a me problem.
So, wait.
So I played this as our fella.
Uh-huh.
I just never, like, if I don't have to change characters, I just don't.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, for speedrunning, like, the Huntress is
Help me!
faster.
Let's keep
She
looking for the key.
More
has a
nimble.
faster run speed, and so
Yeah.
that's one of the reasons we have her up until you, like, I don't even do that. I don't have to collect gold. I don't
It's nice to
collect
have some,
gold.
though. It's nice to have a little pocket change.
Yeah. It's not bad. It's not a bad deal.
This is leisure. You can collect gold for leisure. That could be the most leisure thing you could do.
Dang it.
Did you just try to shoot? Oh no, it wasn't Marcus.
No, it was supposed to be, yeah, a 6-shot when you're dropping down, but I blame the controller.
Excellent.
It's a cool skill shot where you jump down and you
Yeah.
get the guy in midair. Okay, and now he gets to the Nightcrawler. Right
I
here.
hated this the first time.
Yeah, you just got to get him right when he's up in the air like that. Oh, come
I'll
on.
remain here.
Am I out of grenade arrows? Okay, so now this is what can happen.
Who knows?
This is
Good
like a
call
run
out.
killer right here, but he's fine. He's not a. Don't pay him any minds. Come on, Marcos, let's go. Oh. Yeah, Kuna, we're not gonna really track this one. It's just whatever. I don't have the load remover. Well, I'm playing on the Switch, so the load times are basically all gonna be the same. What am I doing?
It's all
What am I
good.
doing? What level is this? Oh yeah.
Knowledge
this,
is
that's right.
power.
I forgot what I was doing. And just go here. Whatever. Someone get Marcus's logbook to a government official.
When you just
Honestly, that's past hands with lots of evil people. So I feel Marcus
You must
is,
find my treasures.
you know,
I believe
he's
the
kind of like a
raiders
Breaking Bad character. He's got a bad side to him. Come on.
So I thought this room was rude as hell because I had my sword boy and I didn't even give him a bow and arrow or crossbow. So I was just getting lit up my first time.
Okay, let's see if I can make this jump here. Come on. Oh, yes!
Ooh!
Okay, check this
Hunter's
out.
got ups.
You can walk right through this door. Yeah! Jump, spin in a circle. No damage. This guy's gonna walk forward and break the bridge. Thank you.
What a dingus.
Yeah, that's the way it goes.
Thank you so much for that follow.
I need to up your volume, by the way. It's kind of hard for me to hear you. I think it's like getting cut off by the game audio. So sorry if I don't like respond.
No, you're good. You're in the zone. You're in the zone. I'm taking notes. Everyone seems to be having a good time.
If you want to take some pretty detailed notes, I do have a full. Oh, come on! No! Please, no dot damage. Oh,
You for your
jeez.
help.
Okay. Okay. I have a video series that walks through all of these levels in depth on how to speedrun through Enclave. It's a very
They had won the
in-depth
battle
video
again.
series, like 17-minute videos on some of them.
Is
But
it-
gives you all the tools that you need to conquer this game. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I don't need to do anything. I just gotta leave myself as is, and then I'm good to go. All right, I'm gonna try the risky strat.
The risky
And-
strat.
Yeah. It's something that you're like not supposed to do. Like if you try it, you're supposed to die, but I don't know. It actually is a little bit easier to do on console. So you just make your way up here. You know, you can just let that guy.
I threw your
be.
YouTube in the chat.
Huh? Oh, thanks. Yeah, thank you.
You
Lots
seemed a
of
little
fun-
preoccupied.
Lots of fun Enclave stuff there. Here, it's right here. Oh shoot, no. Okay, just a second. Hold on. There we go. You just jump right across there. You're not supposed to do that, but that gives you like so much more time. It saves a lot of time when you're going through this level. Then you just, head through here and we'll be done with this level in about like, I don't know, maybe about 20 seconds. Come on. Just break that, you head on through. And yeah, probably 20
I feel like I'm
seconds.
literally watching a completely different game from how I experienced this game.
Yeah, it's wild. So we're already like almost done with this level. Come on. Oh, come on. Hitboxes just like you remember them, guys. And we're done with the level. Okay. That's a really fun level to run through, like when you're collecting all the gold. It takes you like up and all around. It's really fun. Okay, all that we need for the halfling here, we'll just give her a couple of health potions and an axe, and then we're good. She doesn't need any armor. She doesn't need a shield. She doesn't need anything. Just let her go.
Just let her go.
Right. Just let her go. She is the fastest character in the game, alongside the goblin, and so let's just kind of let her do her thing, right? Okay. Jump up to hop over those guys. Okay, just walk right past these guys, whatever. Yeah, there's like some kind of misconception that if I kill all these guys, there's a reason. Come on, good. Okay, good. There's like, I get some kind of reward for killing all the guys. No, you don't. You don't get any reward. If they drop gold, then yes, that's a. If they drop gold, then that's an award. What? Okay, sickhead. Yeah, that's. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I know exactly what happened there. No, that's actually not something to fix. That's in the original game too. There was a guy standing on top of the checkpoint and that was preventing me from respawning. Oh my gosh, that's part of the original game. Wow, you got to see it here.
So you had the checkpoint. I saw you get it.
Yeah,
But,
so
but there
I got the
was just a
checkpoint.
guy so the game failed you because you couldn't.
My model was trying to spawn into the checkpoint,
Yeah.
but it was not able to because an enemy was standing on top of it.
That's
So
weird.
it was trying to place me there.
More
But
games
it
should do
couldn't.
that.
Oh,
I'm not
come
saying that's how they do hard mode, but
on. What just happened there? That was
I
kind
know,
of weird.
so weird.
That was the weirdest thing ever. It's like I got fed up with something and then the game started working. Come on! I mean, yeah, this is a no. Alright, so anyway. This is actually supposed to be a pretty easy jump as the halfling. I'm just having like the worst luck right now, guys. So walk right there. I think it's a controller thing. I think I got this controller's almost out of battery, you know? No, it's Okay, walk really straight. Okay, no, just not that thing moves through. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna do it one more try. I'm really good at that cheat code now for reasons. Come on!
For reasons.
Okay, one more try.
What if you got rid of the dudes attacking you so there's less urgency? No? No, okay.
See, that's how it works. First try. Okay, so anyway.
First try. Oh!
You know, this went way better when I was doing the dev stream with the original devs. Like, everything was working and... Yeah. It's not so much. But you see, you could do it. That's a jump, and so that prevents you from needing to go and rescue the gnome and, like, escort him and all that stuff. So it's really cool. You just head in here, you get the sword. What's that?
There's no time to rescue.
Yeah, he'll just do his own thing. Like, even if the character does die, then, I mean, you still get to play as them. You don't have to rescue them. They don't have to survive. You just get them. It's fine.
You just get them.
Yeah, we didn't even see the gnome, but it'll be like, hey, the gnome's joined your party. And we're like, who? And it's like, the gnome. Oh. So anyway, here's the end of the level. Can't believe I missed that jump so many times. So this is, okay, when you're going through, and this is just a tip, is if you want to get the best usage out of your frost sword, the best way to attack things is just back up when you're attacking, so you get that downward slash, just like that. And that gives you the most control, but Durzu kind of does what Durzu wants to. Sometimes he'll just stand there. Sometimes he'll throw his little baby guys into the lava instead of at you. So this can be kind of like a make or break. Yeah, he's just vibing right now. Okay, now he's going.
He's just vibing.
Yeah, he's just kind of doing his thing. Okay, this will be the last hit. All right, now you can't hit his right foot here. You see, I can't get it. You gotta hit his, his right foot. That's the foot that you have to hit, and then you kill yourself, so you can in-game, so you can speed up the game quicker.
Y'all taking notes?
Kuna's like, Landon, why did you miss the jump? You try it on a controller, all right? It's a little trickier. All right, same thing. She doesn't need anything. Yeah, just give her 2 health potions. Just give her the axe. She's good to go. Just hope I don't get headshotted, and that's kind of it. What we're going to be doing in this level is preventing guys from spawning at all by bypassing some trigger points, some little spawn areas. Okay, so this is what you do. Turn around, you go up the ladder. Oh, come on. You go right up this ladder right here. I had to show you twice. I know you're taking notes, so that's why I did it 2 times. Okay, you go up these boxes, and you just jump right beyond here, like that. There we go. So now we see we don't have any goblins or a guy chasing us right here. And you jump on this box right here, jump right there, and now we prevented a goblin from jumping up there. So we only have this one assassin right here, and she is the only enemy for Abyss. Usually we would have another assassin, and we would have a sniper up there, and we would have an orc up there, but we completely prevented them from spawning.
This is a totally different game. I'm convinced it's not.
Yeah.
This is not Enclave. The way I know Enclave.
This isn't Enclave. Yeah. This is something else.
This is Landon's Enclave.
Mm-hmm.
Enclave of Enclaves.
Uh-oh. You gotta, weave in between her shots, otherwise she'll get a headshot on you and it won't be too fun. Oh boy, Shatter X.
A little sippy, alright.
False crouch. Oh yeah, that's a thing. You go upstairs really fast in Enclave HD. I keep reminding people is that if you want to break a record right now, which is on the very first level, which is one of the hardest records to break, do it on Enclave HD right now because you go upstairs really fast. Yep, just level 1. Okay, so now we're already making our way back, and please don't get me. Oh wow, the assassin almost got me. That would have been embarrassing. That would have been terrible because I didn't do the checkpoints. You just hug the left side as a halfling, and then you don't have to worry about cannonballs or debris at all. You just make yourself make your way right into the porthole right there, and we're good to go. There's Loris. Here's your logbook. Mm-hmm. Mansion of Dreams and Escape could also be improved as there are lots of stairs. True, true. Okay, now I actually need to give her some new stuff. Gotta give her a war axe. I gotta give her dwarven crossbow with some poison bolts. And that's all I can afford. But that's all that we need. We're all good.
It's like you planned that.
It's like I picked up the gold that we needed, and it doesn't need to be much. You get gold automatically at the end of a level, and everything that you pick up is just kind of, you know, sugar on top.
Do you think you could play Enclave blindfolded? Or at least
No.
some of the levels?
Nope. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Nope. Please, no. No. I
I'm
don't
not,
want to
I'm
do
not
that.
saying we do it. It was a genuine question with no malice or...
No.
Stranger, and
I
prove your
can't.
worth.
I want to enjoy it. It's a very pretty game, so I wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah. It always baffles me when, like, people... Who was
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Like, Awesome Games Done Quick, someone did, like, Sekiro or something, like a boss fight blindfolded, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's it works out pretty well for like 2D games,
Yeah.
but with 3D games like this, it's very difficult. Okay, so that's it. That was a pretty good arena. It was all right.
Take off your
could've
glasses,
been
Landon.
better. Could have been better on the second guy. Okay, let's see if we can get
You
this
have
jump here.
proved your worth, stranger. Our
Yes,
leader
we got
shall
it.
Speak to you.
You don't have to go around the pillar. That saves like
You fought most
a
valiantly.
second and a half of time.
Electo will see you.
All right. This is one of the new music tracks, and I kind of like it. It fits pretty well for this level, so we'll keep it here.
It seems you'd better hurry.
Seems I better hurry. Okay, so we head around this way. That guy drops gold, but whatever. Whatever.
I think I'm playing Enclave all wrong. I fight everybody.
No, you don't need to. You just need to get... Okay.
Were you
And
using him as a meat shield?
no. Well, I
little
need them
bit?
to kill him. And either they kill him, or he walks to an area and he just dies. So, that's kind of a fail-safe that they have, is... Oh, dang it, I shouldn't have healed. You know, let's just have these guys kill me. Here. Come on. Do me in, buddy. Come on! Thank you.
Come on.
And now we checkpoint over here, and that takes us closer to the end.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's just, it's abusing checkpoints, and that's why when you play on easy, you will always get done with the game quicker. Because if you play on hard, there are no checkpoints.
Right.
So you can't jump around the level like we just did, which is what we'll be showing you in this next level for sure. But yeah, it's easy only, and if you play on medium, then it eats your gold, and so sometimes it won't do it. But, oh, no. I'm supposed to get a better axe. Dang it. I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna give it a shot with this lesser axe. Okay, all we have to do is go in here, get the key. Let's head back out. We can walk across water right here. Yeah, neat. And then head in this door. Open that, just back out, and head down the elevator. There's a orc. Yeah, he was just sleeping, but whatever. I've personally only done speedrunning for Resident Evil. Yeah, that's cool, dude. Have you done knife runs for Resident Evil? Knife only runs? You can't do that in Resident Evil 4 now. But this is Enclave HD. Okay, so up the stairs really quick, jump up here. Come on! Dang it. Okay.
I've
That's
never
too bad.
tried to speedrun a game. I don't know what I would choose to
Enclave so the awesome thing about Enclave is that it's all level based. So
That's true.
if you just want to practice a level, if you just want to speedrun one level, that's totally legit.
That's a good point. Because, like, I feel like a lot of people who come to speedrunning, it's like, oh, I like you. You're like, I love this game. I've spent so much time
I need to
with
know
it.
the whole game.
And I feel like the game for me that's closest to that is Super Mario 64.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I'm good. I see those records.
Yeah. People doing literal acrobatics.
Yeah,
with
but
their
I do
controllers.
love like randomizers and stuff, or like hacks for that, like ROM hacks for that game.
You did it. We don't need no stinking great axe or whatever it's called.
Great Axe, never heard of her.
Oh, I don't need gold. I don't need the gold.
Kuna, sorry, I have links turned off because we were getting some spicy Mean Boys a while back. Write it not as a link.
Yeah, put in dots instead of the.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, we got it. That was actually my first time ever getting that jump through all the times I've played this game.
Saw it here first, folks.
You see? Look, we're still swimming. And it's suddenly the water's gone. You can totally lock yourself out of the level if you go into that area. You can't turn the thing back. Okay, now we jump down here. Come on, don't die. Oh, good. Hit the lever, because that's the switch that opens up Zale, and then we're done with the level. Cool. Zale says, why do you guys always call on me to destroy things? Because he's the guy who, like, caused the Enclave, and so he's just like, oh, great, I have to do this again. And we're like, yes, you do,
I
please.
have to do this again.
Another Enclave. Oh, gee, I don't know if we can afford a sleep, guys. What else am I getting? That's all I need. Heavy Morningstar. Whatever. Oh, yeah. Kuna's linking the speedrun.com for just the levels, if you want to do that. It's okay. If you just want to appreciate the game, that's cool.
Thanks,
Okay, let's
Kuna.
see. False crouch. Can we get it? Oh, come on. Yes! We skipped about a second of time right there. I'm using this giant hammer right here because, of course, we're fighting skeletons, so they die in one hits. Because they take more damage when you use a hammer against them.
Yeah, their brittle bones can't take a smash.
Right.
That's science. This is like, I keep being like, Cole, you're not talking and it's a stream, but I'm so like genuinely like experiencing Enclave in a new way, which seems silly because I've watched your videos before, but I think there's something with like seeing it in real time as we're just chilling here that like is somehow breaking my brain. But it's like super exciting.
Alright, so that was a pretty quick level and we're already done with it. Jump
Are you
up.
staying hydrated, Landon? You're doing a lot of running.
Hydrate before you dihydrate? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good. There you go.
Let's go, baby! Enclave! Okay, Zorana.
Woo!
Ho ho. Alright, so this is Zorana. You get to play as Zorana. Or Zorana's sister. I forget how they actually denote her in the database. Okay. Here we go. Oh no. Which is in. That's actually, if you get hit by that, that's almost an instant death.
Yeah, I'm unfamiliar with that instant death. Totally, I'm never experienced that.
So Zorana's just kind of chilling out. Jump up here. Yep, switch over. Oh, come on. You stand right here. If you go any further, then it pushes you back. But this is the closest that you can be. Which is fine. It laser 6 times, and then you start the fight. Swipe, swipe. Let's try and get the full combo. 3, 4, good. 5, and 6. Got it, full combo. Woohoo! That was a pretty good Zorana.
Y'all still taking notes?
Let's see what else we got here. Okay, Kamzara. Let's do that. I'm gonna try a different route, but it might mean that Zale dies. Let's see, all we have to do is get the Axe of Slaying. We keep the Dwarven Crossbow. Let's get some light armor just in case. Get some health potions, and then we'll be on our merry way. Sure. Sounds good to me.
Marcus is just giving me so much life.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. He's been a real positive part of the stream.
Come with
Yeah.
me.
Okay, so because we can... Oh, good job, Marcus.
Whoa. Okay.
Go in a circle.
Squirrel.
And you see, now we're already down here. We don't have to go any other way. We're just gonna jump up, get the first part of the key. Just like that. Cool, got it. Head over. Now we gotta go get the second part of the key. I'm not going to try the thing where you go through the gates instantly like that because that is prone to fail when you're on the way back. Start hitting. Got her. Okay. Then make our way down here. Zap. And part 2. Yup. Let's just get the gate for good measure. This is going pretty well so far.
It's wild.
Okay, so this guy comes up, whatever. Just drop down like this. Oh, jeez. There we go. And we got the third key. So now... More sorceresses. I'm happy that Zale didn't die. This isn't going to be a legit speedrun, by the way, because of the cheating I did earlier.
No, you're fine. It is just so wild to me, like how...
Hey, where's Zale? Oh, there he is.
It's just like such a different game watching it.
Yeah, we're almost done.
Sir, can you open the door, sir? Stop fighting.
Yeah, it's, they...
Come with me.
Quickly,
make
you took
doors
your
like
time.
Alright, now we wait right here, because if we don't, then his pathing gets messed up. Hold on. Hitboxes, just like you remember, folks.
In the name of...
And then, this
The
door
path
is
that was
opened again. We
broken
don't have
by
to wait
God.
outside. It's just kind
Let
of,
it
you know,
be a
stuck
bond
open because of the
healed
way
of
that we
every
entered through it.
If
So
peace
we
has
bugged
any
that
chance
gate, and all that we have to do right now is just kind of chill out. I could off myself and save a few seconds with a checkpoint, but
But we're having
I don't
such a
know.
good time here together.
yeah. We're just kind of chilling.
Quickly, come with me.
Disrespecting Salem. Crazy.
And there we go. It's respecting his time. Yep. Cool. So we're done with that. Now we head over to Yasindra. Oh yeah, the audio cuts out on cutscenes sometimes. That's on the board, don't worry. I know about that one. Cutscene. That's using new music. And now we go to everybody's favorite level in the entire game, is Yasindra. Let's see what Landon can do about it. I am going to go in with no armor at all. And stats, and that. Should we do this? No armor at all? Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it.
I'm like,
YOLO. Well,
my
Come
dogs were
on,
telling
guy.
you to use the armor.
go faster.
It's
Nah,
so
it's
funny
fine.
to see you do like no armor. I'm like, what's
No
the
armor,
strongest
no
thing
shield.
I can have? Yeah.
You just gotta make sure you get a lot of potions along the way, otherwise you're gonna have a really
Yeah.
bad time. Okay, so we just skip past the skeleton party. Left, right, center. Left, right center. Kill a few of them when we can. False crouch. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then 1. Okay, this is gonna be a bad one maybe. 2, 3. Pull out this. Switch to here and here. They're gonna come on down. I didn't hear the other assassin die yet, but honestly, I want to play it safe. Oh shoot, she did die. Now we pull out this. We take out our magic bolts and pray that. Oh, cool, that worked. This one comes up this way. There we go. Now we don't have any liches to worry about. Cool. So far, so good. Pick up the key. Don't get hit by the shatter axe.
Also, this is unrelated to everything you're doing. Except since I'm not playing the game, I can admire the lighting and the textures of this game and
the photography.
Yeah, but like it's so like rich in color. Like I feel like this game gets compared a lot to like Skyrim because fantasy and like how you can like how combat can be. But Skyrim in my brain is so muted in color, and there's such vibrancy in some of these scenes.
So I mean, what goes into that is the fact that these like textures are actual photos.
Yeah.
Like the walls are from actual cathedrals and churches.
Yep.
And so yeah, that was one of the guys who I talked to was the guy who did the photography. Oh, can we get another one?
Yeah.
Another one?
Talking to the producer, that was like another thing is like, how do you create even more definition textures when your original textures were such high quality?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so far pretty good. Oh, I don't need to. I can just have her get me later. Oh, that's too bad. I wanted to save that death for later.
Casual death for later.
Yeah, it's like brunch.
Mm-hmm. Oh, brunch sounds good. What do you think a brunch consists of in Celenheim? Just like bread.
I've never seen them eat food here, so.
Yeah, I've never taken a rest in town. I feel like it would unfortunately be like slightly molded bread and like some ham.
Okay, now you can finally kill me. That's what I needed. Okay. Oh, geez. All right, you guys. So this is a run for when things go wrong. I would have reset like probably about 20 times already. You'll never get me, she says, and then, you know, we go
You'll
right
never
beyond.
get me, and you're like, bye.
Okay, and then she has her never-ending staircase, which we just deactivated the magic on. Okay.
And you went up it backwards?
Yeah. That's... You can do that. It's easy on the controller. We pull out our regular arrows, not our poison arrows, because we just need to get her with one hit with the dwarven crossbow, just like that, and then she comes down, and then she starts kicking our butt. And we just gotta, you know, sit right on top of here while she takes chunks out of us. Okay, that's one. And it works out pretty well because I don't have armor or a shield, so we can probably die about 13 times, which progresses the game 2 seconds every time that I die and reload the checkpoint. The in-game timer is still going, but with me pressing the skip button, it is just like, okay, whatever. We'll still have the 2 seconds elapse in the game. But in real time, you know, it's less. So we're just kind of keeping an eye on her as she's slowly descending because we can't do anything about that. But I don't know. I do want to play it safe. I do want the level to, you know, complete. So.
Are you taking notes?
Yeah, this is a pretty common strat. This is also why you play the game on easy if you want to beat the game the fastest
Right.
possible. Wait until we hear about this at home. You'll never get me. Come down here. Yeah, you don't actually have to kill Mordessa. You can just kind of, drop down like that, and then the level completes. Hooray, we did it. Okay. All right, last level. Do you know what I'm about to do?
No, probably not wear armor.
I'm going to beat this level in 20 seconds.
What?
Mm-hmm. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, it's not going to be. 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24. 24 seconds. It's pretty good. All right, so we just beat Enclave, and we unlocked the Dark Campaign.
That's.
Cole, you look confused.
I'm
Here, let me
so
show you again.
confused.
Let me show you again, Cole. Let me show you exactly
You also
what's
upset
happening.
my dogs. They're upset. The sorcery, they don't like magic.
So let me show you. Okay, so we're heading through again. We're about 3 seconds in. So we just stand on these two little guys right here,
Okay.
and we look towards that torch. Keep our vision on the torch.
Uh-huh.
And you'll start to hear him. It's gonna be there. It is. You hear that? And so now he appears right there because we're looking that direction. Go into the teleporter, and then you telefrag Vatar.
Who needs them? I think we need some more Marcuses for this.
So anyway, that's the end of Enclave HD, the Light campaign. We did it.
Hell yeah.
You've got Marcus upside down there.
Yeah, I did that without telling you.
That's awesome.
Well, I'll leave Marcus up here for cheering on the dev team.
Thanks. Yeah, they deserve it. They deserve it. There's of course a lot of fun things that I didn't touch upon in game that's new. But yeah, I could kind of deep dive into. Well, we're about an hour in, so it's up to you. Do you want me to show kind of showcase one thing that's new
Sure.
to the game? All right, and I don't know what 40 minutes, whatever. Did it. All right, let's get rid of this. Come on.
Okay, Marcus, you have to calm it.
Gotta calm down, Marcus. We did it. All right, so we're gonna go to. That's my easy for light.
Landini.
Landini. Yep. So to best show this off, I'm gonna go to Forbidden Atgard and show you at Light Survival Easy. We're going to play as the druid with no armor and just her astral staff. So the way that the druid works, the way that her damage was originally intended to work,
Yes.
is you've got all these different damage types. You've got, slashing, hacking, blunts, we got magic damage, fire damage, poison, all that stuff. So one damage type is called summon damage or summoning damage. And that is particular to this one staff that the druid has. And also the lich has her equivalent where it's got like the scythe on it. But that damage, it doesn't have anything to do with the guys that they can summon. It's just with the staff itself, the damage type that it's doing. But that never got implemented properly. You're actually never doing this summoning damage, and it all in the programming, it all tied to how the projectiles actually coming out of their left hand, and how the left hand was tied to the magic attribute instead of what the staff needed to be tied to. So you see how, she shoots the thing and it flies out her left hand. That was the big problem, and so it took a bit of debugging to figure that out. But we see it's doing 75 damage, which is, I mean, okay, cool. We're about this early in the game. We're kicking some butt, but that's kind of it. And so you're doing just a base damage of 75, which is the base damage. If any character, for whatever reason, got their hands on this staff, then they would be doing 75 damages too. It's the 1.0. But because it was the summoning damage was never implemented properly, if you upgraded your druid, which for the casters it's just putting on better armor, her damage would stay the same for the astral staff, and it was that way for the Xbox and for the PC and for the Wii, and so that never got fixed. And it was the exact same way for the wizard, except in different circumstances. That was a pretty easy code fix. But druids and liches never got their damage type implemented as it was originally intended. But now we see with Enclave HD, I'm shooting them, and instead of 75, it's dealing 188.
You love to see it.
Was that?
You love to see it. That is a significant upgrade.
Yeah. And I mean, it's, you might be like, oh man, now she's doing too much. No, if you consider the druid alongside like all the other characters who have fire swords and giant glowing axes, you're on about the same level. So don't think that she's overpowered now. So it's about the same, and she's getting the treatment that she needs, both the druid and the lich, and so that's awesome. And then it's the same for the wizard. The wizard had no damage boosts at all, so literally the druid was a better character than the wizard in every single sense, because she had an extra staff that she could do damage with, and they weren't having any boosts at all. But now, just to showcase it off, that the damage on the wizard has been fixed. We've got the wizard, heavy armor, and we'll just do, psionic domination, and he'll be doing some chunky damage. I'm glad they fixed those damage outputs. Spellcasters are now my go-to characters. You're right, yeah. So check it out. See? Boom, 207. Woo. Boom, 207. So, wizard is way more fun to play as now. Definitely more fun to play as. Because when I was a kid, I always wanted to enjoy the wizard, but I was like, he's so weak. But now we can finally make up for it and have him be a viable character when you unlock him, which is, in my opinion, way too late in the game. I want to play as the wizard way earlier. But all those changes and more in Enclave HD, and plenty more to come. I mean, I've got my wish lists, of course, of maybe looking at, refining those hitboxes so that when I definitively hit the guy in the head, the arrow just doesn't go through him, and it
I don't know. I don't think you hit him. That's no.
Yeah, I think I did, but I'll have to check the tapes again. Like 5 more times and show
Run
you.
It back.
But, yeah, well, we'll look into it. We'll look into it. What's the actual differences between the druid and the wizard? So the druid, she gets the astral staff, which allows you to summon the golem. And when she gets her upgrades to her armor, it only affects that staff, the astral staff. That's the summoning damage I was talking about. The wizard does not get that astral staff. He does get all of the other staffs, though. And when you give him armor increases, it affects all of his staffs. So it's pretty nice. And so you're incentivized to use the astral staff and summon golems and, fling homing birds at guys as the druid. And you're incentivized to, just get a more powerful staff as the wizard. So that's the difference between them. And it's the same for the lich and for the sorceress on the dark side. But yeah, now with the damage fixes, we have now successfully implemented that incentive so the character is played the way that they are meant to. Yeah, absolutely. Happy to explain it. You ask me anything about this accursed game and I will have some kind of an answer.
I'll switch us back to
Just
Chat mode.
chatting?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll kill the sound right there. Excellent.
So, is your advice to someone who wants to play, maybe not speedrun Enclave, but play with confidence, is to not have armor and just keep running? Because if I look at my notes here, that seems to be the big takeaway: is no armor, keep running, don't look back.
The motif with Enclave and speedrunning through it is there is no need to kill guys.
Yeah.
The only reason that you need to kill a guy is if you know that his death gets you like a very much needed piece of gold or something, or it ends the level, or it progresses the level. That's the only reason you need to kill him. Other than that, there's no experience points in this game. There's nothing. You just go through as quick as you want, and that's it. But I mean, it's like I said earlier. One of the reasons that I can appreciate Enclave so much, and that I feel it to be so friendly to new speedrunners, if that's what you want to do. If you never want to speedrun, that's fine. I mean, I'm not really speedrunning anymore myself. But it's the level-based system. Enclave has this arcade feeling to it. It's this old retro arcade feeling. Honestly, you could find a way to put it into an arcade cabinet. I'm sure. I'm convinced you could find a way to put it in an arcade cabinet. Yeah. And then it's all a level-based design. You're all into your own little compartments. You can choose your favorite level and revisit it and collect all of the gold that you didn't on another. That you didn't before, and it's also hard. It's a hard game. When it came out originally on the Xbox, it was a hard game. There was only one difficulty, which is now hard.
Yeah.
The new releases since PC, they didn't have any checkpoints. You couldn't find any way to save, but now they do have checkpoints since the PC release, which you can use on easy or medium. But I mean, if you play on hard, you're in for a treat. It's gonna be hard. I mean, like, some people have likened Enclave to like an original Dark Souls in some sense. I don't feel that that's entirely accurate. I feel it's a thing on its own, but it is a hard game, and you have to get used to the way that you're swinging your swords around, because you might be playing, you're this tall, huge knight, and you're fighting a tiny little goblin, and you're like, my sword swings are just going right over him. That's weird. And so you're just like, okay, I gotta mix it up. I gotta, know that when he swings the sword down, that's gonna get the guy. When he swings the sword up and diagonally, that has a chance to get the guy. So, moving around, strafing around the guys so that those sword swings will work. Because the way that damage was originally meant to be inflicted upon guys was very strict to the model. And that's another thing I seriously love about Enclave, is that the blade of your model, like the blade of the sword of the model, when it hits the actual model of the guy, that's when it does the damage. That's when it registers the hit. There's not like this giant cube around the guy that you just have to hit and then it'll register, which is like classic hitbox. No, this is very, very strict down to the pixel, which back in 2002 was just kind of a treat to have. And then the other part that goes into it, and I'll just show you this through. Actually, could you load in the game thing again, so I can show people how armor works? And I'll just kind of make that. Okay, what's a good level to try this? We'll do. We'll do kill Marcus. Sorry, Marcus. We'll play as the assassin, and just make sure that we have some sniper arrows. Sure. This is the dark campaign. This was not the one that we ran through. A lot of people really like it. 100% gold plus hard one is love. Oh, yeah, that's fun. That is very fun. Okay, so, I might be able to do this through no clip. But take a look at this, is when I look at the guy, and I look at... He's moving around too much. I'm gonna have to find somebody else.
He's moving around too much.
Come on, I'm trying to... Oh, that's interesting. It actually does slow your character down. I didn't know that. Okay. Take a look at this. So when I put the cursor over the hunters here, it has head and in parentheses skin. And then body is cloth. Arms are cloth. And I think, yeah, look at that. It's so precise. Is that I move the cursor right over her belt, which is leather, and then it changes it to be the leather type. And I go down, oh, actually, no, I guess her pants are just leather. But still, this is just to show you how precise
That's
these hitboxes
wild.
were kind of meant to be. But now what goes with that is, since this is skin, it has, you know, multipliers to the damage. So if I get her anywhere in her body where there is skin, then it is going to do the most damage. Cloth is a little bit less, leather is a little bit less, and then there's chain, and then there's plates. And so those are the 5 armor types. And so the thing to keep in mind when you are going through the screen, and as we saw, like how pixel perfect that was, when you're going through the screen of putting your character's armor on, and you're thinking like, how is this going to change my character? How is it going to level them up in whatever way? And I'll show you with like the Berserker. He's got no armor on right now, okay? We put on light armor, and literally all that has changed, it doesn't give him any more armor. There's no defense attribute at all. The only thing that has changed is his model. And so what's on his model is like a plate chest piece. So when people like hit you with arrows or hit you with their weapons, they'll be hitting plate, and it will be doing the resistance based on plate. And if you have medium armor on, now you've got even more plate. And then if you have heavy armor on, you have even more plate and some chain right there. And so there's not a defense attribute at all. It's just the model changing, and it's just you having less of a chance to deal more damage because more of their body is covered by this armor. And so that is how the armor system kind of works. So like with medium armor, you can still get a headshot on the goblin and hit their arms with the skin.
I was just trying to think, is there, I don't know of any other game off the top of my head that has a similar,
right,
like at least.
That's why I love this so much. That's why I love Enclave so much. This is a system that I have not seen anywhere in this much detail.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's there's Fatisha. Oh yeah. For those who might be wondering, because it says the text below, featuring Fatisha from Enclave Classic. Enjoy. People might be wondering, like, what is Enclave Classic? Is that a separate game? Did that come out? No, that was the prototype to this game. They had an engine that they made, which used Ogier to make the levels. But Enclave was originally supposed to be a deathmatch game, kind of like Quake. And you had all these sci-fi looking levels and guys with rocket launchers just shooting each other, just like a Quake deathmatch thing. So this is one of their characters is Fatisha. And then the robot guy on the light side is the other one. So they kept that exact same engine, and they decided to change it to be a medieval game, which is Enclave as we know it. But you might be able to see some of the assets that were used in the original Enclave for like some of the more, steampunk levels, like the sanctuary that we were going through. A lot of those assets with like the gears cranking and all that was part of this original Enclave Classic game. So they reused assets and were smart about it.
What is Fatisha holding?
A rocket launcher. You want to see it in action?
Yes.
This was actually a big bug that we had to fix, and like I mentioned before, I believe I was the only person to ever complete the Wii version 100%, because these characters that you unlock were completely broken, and I think they might have skipped past that. But yeah, let's go through and get some guys. So it's actually kind of fun to play it in first person because you can see the rocket launcher like that. All I have to do is just hit this door right here, and this guy shows up. Yeah. And you just do gobs of damage.
Fatisha.
Yeah, right. Boom. Boom. That's all there is to it. That's all you gotta do.
sir. Don't
So
judge.
yeah,
Cool.
this was the way the game originally was supposed to be. It's just you and your friends just kind of jumping around with rocket launchers or whatever else you could find, and just kind of have another kind of Quake thing. But it's with their own engine that they had.
Cool.
Yup. So that's it, and I think that might be it for like kind of fun stuff that I wanted to show off and little interesting bits of information for Enclave. I can talk for about 5 more hours, but I want to be respectful of yours and everyone else's time.
Well, we have another stream schedule, or
We do have
coming up
another
on the
stream.
horizon with you and I. So
We
can
we?
can have Landon story time, and if you want to show up with a presentation with videos and a laser pointer, you are more than welcome.
Prepare the PowerPoint.
Enclave class will be in session.
Yeah. It goes deep. It's a great game that it's a hidden gem that not too many people know about, and when you really dive deep into it, it's something you can absolutely appreciate.
Yeah, like I literally was not joking. I help our capture team capture footage and stuff, and I don't know if y'all know, but recently a new Zelda game came out, and I was like, they were like, we were sharing what we were planning on playing, and I was like, I think I actually might continue to play Enclave this weekend, like a while back, and they're like, really? And I was like, yes. And a part of it is, well, it's fun, but the fact that it is kind of arcadey and like level based, because I was like, I can pop in and just like do this one level, and I could do it repeatedly and maybe be better, or just that was my plan, but usually it was just me failing. But like it is so satisfying in so many different ways that like it is wild to me this game came out in 2002.
Yeah.
And that there's not really anything else like it.
It doesn't look like it came out in 2002.
No.
It looks like it came out in like 2008 or 9. It's
Yeah,
like
but even like the
way-
systems in it, like how you explained the armor, like I haven't seen that. Like there's so much like minutia
Yeah.
with this one that it's wild.
Yeah. And I mean, almost to a fault is like we have, and there were supposed to be like even deeper systems, like when they were originally supposed to have multiplayer, which is no secret. They were advertising that left and right. One of the things that you were originally supposed to be able to do with like just as the archer or like with a sniper arrow or a crossbow bolt or something, you could literally fire an arrow at your opponent's sword, and it would knock the sword out of their hand and pin the sword to the wall.
Yeah. I want to go to there.
That's something that they were originally planning.
I don't have the fine motor skills for that, but I would like to think I do, you know?
It's not, yeah, it's something that you might like. It's a definite skill shot. Like it's if you want to dunk on your opponents, I mean, that's the way that you would do it.
That is the way.
Yeah, that's unfortunately not in the game, and it would cause a lot of performance issues maybe, and a lot of things to keep track of. Is now we have this sword in the game that's other players may be able to pick up or not, and
It's dicey.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your Enclave skills with us. I took notes. Seems like some other people did too. But yeah, we'll have to.
You're gonna be running through it yourself next time, right?
Yes, my plan is on Wednesday I'm going to start a new save and start playing through it, and then which I was just gonna play it and do my usual vamping, but I might try the no armor just run technique and see how I fare, and then I'll just be practicing.
Give my videos a watch.
Yeah,
that might be able to clear up some info for you as well.
I'll do it side by side
Right
before
on.
stream, and then do the stream.
We have since I made those videos come up with some new strats though. So but it's still generally the way it is. And so what you saw me do here, I mean, aside from falling into the lava a billion times, that's I think the new meta or whatever, or the current meta, something like that.
Cool. Well, Landon, thank you for spending part of your Sunday with me, and thank you all in chat for hanging out with us as well. Enclave
pleasure.
HD is out and about. If y'all have any issues with it, we do have that bug report, but we are working on resolving those, well, all issues, but those Switch issues that are the most critical for us right now. So be on the lookout for that. I'll be blasting it on socials as soon as I have an update for y'all. So yeah. With that, I think since we've been casually talking about speed running strats, I think we'll just do a little jaunt over to Speedrun Hype TV. If you do not follow them, they're a great channel to have on in the background. I do Speedrun Hype or like retro long plays as like my companion to work usually. So it's my own little like video game soundtrack, and I get to see some games. But it's really wonderful. So I'll drop us off over there. But thank you all so much again for hanging out. And Landon, thank you for joining me and sharing your wisdom. And we'll be back. Well, I'll be back Wednesday, but we'll be back again together doing something soon.
Can't wait.
Yeah. We just gotta wait for this timer. We're stuck here. But thanks, y'all. Appreciate ya. Oh, Marcus isn't on this page. Oh no! We need more Marcus. I'll work on that. Thanks, y'all.
All the Marcus is in.